National Coach Terry Steiner of the women's program. A number of different things going on in women's wrestling right now. We'll start with the coaching staff for the U.S. national team. Coach Izzy Zvoynikov resigned at the beginning of this month, and we're starting a process of determining who's going to help lead the program moving forward. Your thoughts about what's going on with that, and the kind of things that you would like to see in a coach that's going to be part of the program for the next quadrennium and beyond.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Coach Izzy and all his time and energy and knowledge that he's given the program over the course of the last 7 years. When I first hired him, I said he just screams coach. This guy is a coach all the way around. He's a teacher, and it's going to be a hard job to fill. He did a great job at what he did in the room with those athletes, and so our first priority with the program is getting someone in here that can fill that role, and that role will be an assistant national coach position, helping out with the senior team, focusing a lot of focus on the junior program, which I think we have to overhaul quite a bit, make some changes with, and then our second position that we're looking at is a development position, really to focus on the development position and for the cadets, and again, that's another I think very important part of this program. I think moving forward as a program, there's two areas we really have to focus on, and that's our cadet and junior level. And so when I'm looking for these coaches coming in to join the national staff and moving forward, that's going to be our focus.
Let's talk a little bit about your senior athletes. This weekend is our tryouts, the World Team Trials for the senior women for the spots on the U.S. team for the World Championships. One of your weights is determined. Olympians who medaled had the opportunity to compete, and Clarissa Chun, our bronze medalist, decided to go and compete in Canada for another world title. Your thoughts about her taking that challenge so soon after the Olympics?
Well, I told all the Olympic athletes, that if they're going to do this, they're going to really have to want to do it, because it's coming up very fast. And it's one thing wanting to wrestle at the World Championships, and another thing wanting to prepare to wrestle at the World Championships. And I think that's where we're at right now, is making sure that they're in a position where they're doing the right things, getting right back into it in training, and getting their minds back into that battle again, because it's a world title. And so I think that's where we're at. I mean, I feel pretty confident that the ones that are wrestling are moving forward in that direction.
So, and also having Kelsey automatically having Clarissa automatically on the team. Kelsey Campbell's coming back, but moving up to 59 kilos, and then Elena Perishkova's at 63. Obviously, they didn't reach their goals at the Olympics. You feel that they're going to have some extra energy and passion for this tournament after competing in London?
Well, I think everyone does. I don't think it's just the Olympians. I mean, everyone should have that extra passion and desire. I mean, it's a world championship, and you don't get many chances in your career to wrestle for a world title. And this is what we have coming up. So everyone has to come in with that burning desire to win a world title in their stomach. I mean, it has to be important to them every day, and it's no different now. The thing is, I don't think it's perfectly timed from a standpoint of when it should be. Coming back in September that quick after the Olympic Games is a very short time frame. But at the same time, the whole world is in the same boat. And so, if everyone else can get ready and go for the World Championship, then so can we. And so we're going to have high expectations going in, and we'll see what happens.
I mean, you've had workouts and you've met with the women. And what are your goals and aspirations for the U.S. team in Canada? How can we do as a group and with the individuals that potentially could be on this team?
Well, we won't even know our team until after this weekend. But like I've always said, and I believe in it 100%, that when you make a U.S. team, you're ready to medal at the World Championships. And I expect that. I expect us to go in with that mindset and that attitude. And to win a world championship in this day and age, you're going to have to win as a team. You're going to have to win 4, 5, 6 medals, and that's where we're at. So we're going in to win, and that has to be our mindset going in. And I think we have a very tough national program right now at the senior level, and we need to go in with those aspirations.
Any specific lessons from the London Games that you've brought back to share with the team heading into the Worlds?
Well, I think the biggest thing is, again, it has to be a burning desire to win. You can't go out there hoping. You can't go out hoping to win a medal. You can't go out hoping to win a gold medal. You have to, it has to really mean something to you inside, and you can't go out there and leave things to chance. You've got to be very focused in your efforts, and I think at the Olympic Games we had a lot of hope, but not a lot of expectation, and I think Clarissa definitely showed that she was there for a reason and there to bring something back, and she did just that. So, and she did a great job at it. For the other ones, we need to step it up a notch. The world is getting tougher, and we need to keep improving and keep moving forward, and that's where we're at. Again, I love our group of athletes right now, and I think we have a lot of potential, but we've got to bring that potential out. We've got to make the most of what we have, and expect to win when we step on the mat. Technique is only part of it. You've got to bring the fight, and you've got to bring the energy, and you've got to bring the passion to the game, and that's where we're at, I think.
Overall, you were over at the Junior World Championships. How did the U.S. as a group fare over there? And then your individual thoughts about the two medalists that came home. We'll ask about them next, but the team.
Well, I thought it was very educational for me. It's really the first time I've been to a Junior World Championships, and for me to go there and really see where we're at in our development compared to the rest of the world, it was really, I think, very important for me as a national coach to be there. And we've got a lot of changing to do. I think that we've had some certain level of success at the junior level over the course of the past 5-6 years, but at the same time, I think we can do a lot of things better, as an organization, as a program, and we need to make some changes. We need to put a very strong focus on our national team for the junior level and our national team for the cadet level. And we need to bring them into camps. We need to get them overseas, more often. We had some girls over there for the first time overseas, and we can't expect to win like that. We've got to get more training in. We've got to get back to our fundamentals. We have to have very focused training camps for those girls, and really, we didn't have that for our junior program this year. They were part of the Olympic camps, but they weren't the focus. And our first junior training camp was right before the World Championships for 5 days. We can't expect a lot out of that kind of a system. So our system has to change, and we've got to find a way to do it. Some of it's financial, some of it's just changing our system. So that's on my shoulders to make those changes and make those kind of things happen.
Both your medalists won their second Junior World Bronze medal 2 years in a row. We'll start with Erin Golston, the way she competed, and her prospects moving forward.
Well, I'll tell you what, Erin showed me a lot. She showed a lot of guts in some of her matches. I think she was in her quarterfinal match, I believe, and she goes to a third period clinch. She gets lifted up in the air. She's defense, and she finds a way to get her feet back on the ground, stay on the mat, and score a point in that clinch. And I'll tell you what, just a lot of guts that she showed, and she has things to work on, but I'll tell you what, you've got to have that fight and that desire more than anything, and she showed that. And so I think, Erin just needs to keep improving and keep on the track she is, and we're going to see big things out of Erin at the senior level.
Let's talk a little bit Allie Reagan, college girl, second straight Junior World medal in the bronze at 63, which is a very tough weight class.
Well, again, I think Allie has some very strong attributes as an athlete. She's a very athletic wrestler. She has some great attacks. I think there's a lot of areas we can improve defensively. I think there's a lot of areas we can improve offensively on the mat. But again, she showed me a lot, and it's just a matter of her really making this an important thing over the course of the next 4 to 8 to 12 years, however long she wants to do this. But again, Allie Reagan is going to have a great career with USA Wrestling.
No rest for the weary. We just left London, and you've got Junior Worlds, Senior Worlds, University Worlds. Our women are going to be real active the next few weeks. Do you feel good that the girls are going to be ready and mentally prepared for those different challenges?
Well, like I said, the rest of the world's in the same boat we are. It's not like we had the Olympics and we had everything and nobody else did. I mean, everyone's in the same boat. We're coming into these competitions. I think it could be better from a FILA standpoint. I think we could spread our tournaments out and make these a lot more beneficial for everyone around the world. But it is what it is. This is how it is now, and these are the rules we play by. And so it's all good. It's great competition. It's getting us out there. And the one thing it does do is it gives us another starting point of letting us know what we need to do to move forward for the course of the next year and the course of the quad. So from that standpoint, I think I'm learning a lot and about what we need to do and how we need to change our programs, and so we have high expectation, and that's where we're at.
Thanks, Coach.